A state panel heard testimony today on ways to reduce air pollution around air and seaports in New Jersey. Experts say people living nearby are subject to more dangerous emissions than those in other areas. Environment correspondent Ed Rogers has the story.
The DEP says people who live around seaports where trucks, ships, and trains move cargo have a higher rate of respiratory illnesses linked to diesel emissions.
The mobile sources in New Jersey are estimated to contribute 2/3 of the average cancer risk to the residents of our state. And New Jersey has determined that diesel emissions result in the greatest cancer risk of all air pollution sources in New Jersey.
The Clean Air Council heard testimony from California officials. The Sierra Club and other environmental groups sued over port expansions there. That state took steps like banning the idling of diesel locomotive engines and hooking ships up to alternative energy sources when they're docked. Pollution from some of those ocean-going vessels often goes unregulated.
This vessel is foreign flagged. That is important because the U.S. government has not adopted any emission standards for foreign flag vessels.
Officials with the South Jersey Port Corporation, which is expanding operations, say they've aggressively cut pollution through a number of steps, like retrofitting diesel equipment.
We put in place an fully electric crane at one of our terminals with electric conveyor. We're looking at other things such as renewable energy, solar power on our buildings.
Increased truck traffic around port areas causes poor air quality. Officials with the Delaware River Port Authority say one alternative is to expand PATCO service further south and west.
We're also involved in a master plan, particularly for the city of Camden, that will allow and separate the commercial traffic from the residential neighborhoods that visit the port every single day.
Meanwhile, airline industry officials say that the skyrocketing cost of fuel has led them to look for cleaner alternatives.
We aren't just saying give us new fuel, we're saying give us new fuel that's more environmentally friendly.
The Clean Air Council is expected to make its recommendations for cutting emissions from port traffic sometime this summer. Ed Rogers, NJN News, Trenton.